Republican Senator Marco Rubio says that Medicare must be saved, and he's demanding that Democrats come out with a plan of their own. Senator Rubio is with me now, live in Miami, Florida. And Senator, welcome here to America's Newsroom. It's great to have you on today. Thank you.
It's great to be on. Good morning.
You said you have 3 markers for Medicare reform. Don't change the plan that affects your own mother. The solution must solve the problem. And the solution cannot hurt economic growth. Do you see that in Paul Ryan's plan?
I say it's the only plan that actually meets those 3 criteria. And the people who don't like it, that's a valid thing. You don't have to like the Ryan plan. And maybe there's a better way to do it, but you need to offer it then. And unfortunately, Washington's full of people that have no alternative plan. If you're sincere about saving Medicare, don't just go around criticizing the Ryan plan. Offer your own plan. And right now, no one else in Washington has a plan. It's the only plan out there that saves Medicare, that doesn't hurt seniors that are currently on the plan, and that doesn't hurt economic growth by raising taxes. If there's a better way to do this, if the Democrats have a better way to do it, if President Obama has a better way to do it, if anyone has a better way to do it, they should offer it. What are they waiting for?
Well, you know, what's the political strategy on behalf of Democrats not to go public with a plan? Help us understand
I think the political strategy is to use it to win the next elections. But they don't care. It seems to me that they're not serious about saving Medicare, at least this time around. They're more interested in using it as an issue in the elections. They think that they can use this issue to defeat people running for re-election. They think they can use this as an issue to keep the White House. And they're more interested in using Medicare as a political weapon than they are in saving such an important program. And I think that Medicare is not something we should be playing political games with. Throughout the history of this country, our leader, there's always been partisanship in American politics, but there have always been these issues that are so big and so generational that both parties have said, on this issue, we're going to work together. I think Medicare deserves that sort of attention, that sort of strategy, where both parties can put aside their differences and work together. But I think the Democrats, unfortunately, have decided they want to use this as a political weapon.
Here's what the critics say, and I don't know if this is factual or not, and I just want to get your reaction to this. They say under the Ryan plan, seniors would get about $8,000, $9,000 to cover their expenses, and after that, they're on their own. Is that the case? Is that a fact?
First of all, that's not the case, but that all assumes there's going to be a Medicare by the time that happens 10 or 12 years from now, even if it does happen. The point is there isn't going to be a Medicare. That's my point. My point is that Medicare as we know it cannot survive the way it's currently structured. There are going to have to be reforms to it. And so the critics, if they don't like what the Ryan plan does, they need to offer their own plan. Show us how you save Medicare, or show us how you save Medicare the way it's currently structured. But they're not doing that. Instead, all they're doing is coming up with criticisms and attacks. What I'm saying is this is not an issue either side should be trying to play politics with. And both sides are guilty of playing politics with it in the past.
Let me get to that point in a moment here. But even yesterday, the White House said Paul Ryan's plan amounts to a voucher program. Jay Carney said it in the White House briefing room. Is that how it's being interpreted? Is that what it is?
Well, they want to use, again, voucher is a term that is it's politically charged, and that's what they use it. My answer is, okay, where is the White House's plan to save Medicare? Fine, where's their plan? I mean, how can you sit there as the President of the United States in charge of this country and say there's a major program like Medicare that's this important, and I'm just going to criticize and demonize and lie about Paul Ryan's plan, but I'm not going to offer one of my own? Where is President Obama's plan on Medicare? Where's his plan?
Last week you put out a video. It was widely distributed online. And one thing you said toward the end of your 4-minute message is that in the short time you've been in Washington as a newly elected senator out of Florida, that you're disgusted by the way that Washington works. And you went on to explain how Washington politics work toward the next election, something you just stated a moment ago, and not so much about the country's future. If you are so disgusted today, and you know the Republican field in 2012 is still coming together and forming as we speak, why not be a member of that field if you're so disgusted and want to change it?
Well, because I've been there 5 months now, or 4 months, and I'm really focused on doing my job as a United States Senator. I think that we shouldn't underestimate the importance of being in the United States Senate, because from that platform, there are things that we can do for the benefit of our country, like work to save Medicare, and that's really what I'm focused on. I think the field we have now is going to grow. I think the field that we have now is going to impress people in many ways, but I'm focused on doing this job as a United States Senator because it's such it's a position from which I can have a real impact on these key issues like Medicare and saving Medicare.
Well, we asked this question to a lot of people. I just want to get it clear from you. No chance for 2012. Is that what I hear?
No, I'm not running for president in 2012. No.
Senator, thank you for your time. I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Marco Rubio.
Thanks, Bill.
Out of Miami. You bet.